Yo, what's going on YouTube? We're back with another episode of Stub Sunday. This week we're going over the 5 players you should be looking to invest in right now. Not necessarily all of them for this Friday's update coming, but a couple of them are for future updates as well. But let's get into the calendar of events first. As I said, the 2nd, this Friday, next roster update with upgrades and downgrades of player attributes. Also Lou Gehrig Day. They're going to be celebrating that in the show. And then the following week, we have the new monthly awards program featuring the Lightning Player of the Month, new event with the monthly reward players, tops now, and so on and so on. So what we want to do is we want to get into the 5 players, and I'm going to number them from 5 to 1. So let's get into it at number 5. All right, at number 5, it's a player I've mentioned before. It's Riley Greene, one of the youngest and best players in baseball right now, and he's finally hitting his stride. As you can see, people are starting to pay a little bit of attention to him here. 88. You can buy them for 89, sell for 133. We don't care about selling them. We care about buying now and holding for gold, because I think he's finally going to get some kind of significant upgrade this Friday. He deserves it. His power especially, and his contact and his vision. He definitely deserves a little bit more speed. Defense gets upgraded around the All-Star break. He'll get that later, of course, but I really think he's going to make a nice jump to if he doesn't get to at least 73 or 74, I'll be very surprised, because he's really been playing well the last month. He's a leader of that team. And let's get into the statistics, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you can see here, Riley's last 7 games, he's hitting 321, 441 on base, 536 slugging. Last 15, 350, 435, and 550. And over the last month, 331, 397, and 483. It's this last 15 days we really want to focus on. He's almost got 1,000 OPS over the last 15 games, hitting 350 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs. He struck out 18 times in 60 plate appearances. His numbers are getting there. But he's really almost feels like he's doing it alone. I mean, the Tigers are playing well, but Riley Greene is clearly the best player on that team right now, and he's showing it with the statistics right here. So yeah, Riley Greene's numbers are looking very promising. All right, at number 4, it's a name we all know, Michael Conforto, GOAT, as I like to call him. Michael Conforto, one of the best cards to use, sweetest swings in the show. And right now, he's you can pick him up for about 63 stubs. And I don't think I think a few people are paying attention to him, but I don't think a lot of people are paying attention. Conforto's finally finding his stride out there in San Francisco, playing very good baseball, knocking the cover off the ball, returning to the Michael Conforto that a lot of people thought he would be. That's why I was hoping St. Louis might take a peek at him this winter, but they didn't, because we have so many outfielders apparently that we couldn't use a slugger like Conforto. But if we get into his statistics, you'll see why I have him on the list here. Having a very good season. If you see, his average is kind of not great overall for the season, but he's got 11 homers. But if you look down here, his last 7 games, even his last 15 games, 7 homers have come in the last 15 games, 16 RBIs, hitting 368, 422 on base, 772 slugging. That's like an 1196, I believe, OPS. That's really freaking good. In the last 7 games, he hasn't fallen off. 370, 419, and 741. So he's killing it right now. He's the Conforto GOAT of old. All right, number 3, it's our first pitcher, and that is Mikolas of the St. Louis Cardinals. Yes, my St. Louis Cardinals. And if you look here, he's already a silver, and the prices are dirt cheap. Like, there's a gap. I don't understand why somebody put in buyers for 63 when there's 58 right there, and then 55 and 54, but, you know, we're not going to get into that right now. His price is super cheap for how well he's pitching. You can pick him up for 64 stubs right now. Yeah, the buy orders at 58 are actually mine, so I don't know why somebody went up to 63, but that's neither here nor there. Miles is pitching out of his mind in May, and if I show you the statistics right now, you'll understand why I have him number 3. Let's look at these. If you look at Miles's last 7 games, 7 starts, 2.38 ERA. Let's see, he's given up 11 home runs, 11 earned runs, 1.08 WHIP, 29 strikeouts over the 41 innings. He doesn't strike out a lot of people, but he is striking out more batters lately. If you look at his stats here from the month of May, he started with a 5.79 ERA coming into the month. First start dropped to the 540, all the way down to 491, then the 477, then the big drop to 423. In the month of May, he's got a 2.40 earned run average. That's why I believe Miles is someone to get in on now. His price is super cheap for his silver. I think he has a chance to get back to gold. All right, now we get to the 2 big boys. Number 2 on my list, Houston Astros stud Framber Valdez. If you look right now, You can pick them up for 1,756 stubs. Again, we have issues here: 1755, 5350, 4846. People just don't understand one stub. Just go up one freaking stub. It's not that hard. Anyways, if you know right now, diamonds, 85 diamonds, quick sell for 3,000 stubs, right? So you will almost double your stubs if you pick them up right now. And I don't see any way he doesn't go diamond this Friday. He's been on a roll for the last month. Actually, the whole season he's been really, really good, but he's really taken off the last month. Let's show you the statistics right now so you understand what I'm talking about. All right, if we look at Framber's numbers here, overall for the season, 4-4, 245, 66 innings pitched, 72 strikeouts, 1.03 whip. That's really freaking good. But if we go down here and look at his game logs for the month of May, he lost one here to the Giants. To the Giants, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and he got a loss there. Then he beat the Angels, beat the Cubs, and then he had no decision against Cubs and beat Oakland. So his ERA for the month is 2.33. He's pitched 27 innings and has 35 strikeouts. 0.85 whip for the month of May. He's one of the hottest pitchers in baseball right now for an Astros team that's starting to actually play well. And that's why I got Framber number 2 on my list of investments right now. All right, and number 1, it's the GOAT, Juan Soto. His price is already climbing since I've started this video. When I started recording this video this morning, he was right around 1,900 stubs. And as you can see, he's already up to 1,956. Somebody has 107 buy orders at 1,955. Again, easy diamond on Friday. I don't see any way his stats don't go back up and they don't make him a diamond on Friday. He's been absolutely on base all the time, hitting the ball hard, starting to homer again, driving the ball with authority. He looks like the Juan Soto we all expect. And this is still a kid. People forget. Dude is still a kid. Very, very young. So, you know, he got off to a slow start, so what? Let's get into statistics. You'll see why I think he goes at least 85 on Friday, if not 86. All right, the reason I think Juan Soto is the king right now is not only for his price point and the fact that I do believe he's 100% going diamond this Friday, but look at his last 15 games. Actually, his last 30 games, 324, 474 on base, 600 slugging. That's over 1,000 OPS. Last 15, he's at 306, 469, 653 slugging. That's right around 1,114, I believe. And his last 7 games, he's 381 average, 581 on base, 857 slugging. Just think about it. The last week, he's got a 1,400 and, gosh, let me do the math. 1,438 OPS in the last week with a 381 average, 3 homers, nobody getting on base for him. He's walked 10 times, struck out 7 times. He's Juan Soto again, and now is the time to buy him because I have the feeling as each hour of each day goes by closer to Friday, his price is going to peak at least 3,000 by the time we get to Friday. So don't be late. Get on him now. There you have it, the 5 players I think you should be investing in right now. A couple of them for sure for Friday's update. The king, Juan Soto, definitely. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Pretty please. Let me know who you're investing in and who you think is going to go up on Friday. Players I might have missed. There's a lot of names. The problem is a lot of them are already invested too heavily in for you to throw money at. You might be invested in like guys like Nolan Gorman and Seiya Suzuki and stuff like that. There's a lot of players that people already have stubs into where it's not worth investing. So that's why I don't mention those players. But if you're already invested in those players, let me know how many you got in the comments section below. I appreciate it very, very much. You can catch me every Sunday here for Stub Sunday. I'm also starting to upload Marvel Snap videos again, so I hope you enjoy those. If you play Marvel Snap, if you don't know what that is, check it out. It's a very fun game, very addicting too. And as always, you can catch me right here, same time, next week, same time, same channel.